Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Guard Environment by Learning. Today we are celebrating World Ozone Day. Ozone Day theme 2020 and what is ozone layer and what is the importance of ozone day, World Ozone Day. Detailed explanation of all convention related to ozone day, importance of World Ozone Day at global level. Very important for all competitive exams. My name is Bhagishri Kesarwani and today we are going to discuss about what is World Ozone Day and what is the importance of this day. Earth without ozone is like a house without a roof. Ozone is very important for protecting our environment and our earth by harmful ultraviolet radiations which are really impact on human being and environment. What is the theme of this year? Every year on 16 September, World Ozone Day was celebrated. The theme of 2020 is Ozone for Life. 35 years of ozone layer protection. This is the theme of this year, Ozone for Life, 35 years of ozone layer protection. What it means of ozone for life? The slogan means ozone for life remind us that not only is ozone crucial for life on earth but that we must continue to protect the ozone layer for future generation. Not only present time we have to protect the ozone layer but for future generation we have to do the sustainable development for protection our ozone layer. We are celebrating 35 years of Vienna Convention and 35 years of global ozone layer protection. Vienna Convention at the time of 1985, global government have observed the ozone layer depletion and they have made a convention which talk about protection of ozone layer. That this day have Vienna Convention have completed 35 years of protection of ozone layer. After that, what is ozone layer? The ozone layer is a fragile shield of gases. Fragile means a breakable or easily damaged shield which our earth is protected by gases. These gases present in the earth stratosphere, maximum ozone concentration exists between 15 to 30 km. Protect the earth from the harmful portion of the ultraviolet radiation which is come from the sun. These ultraviolet radiation are very harmful for earth and human being and which give us lots of skin cancer and different other diseases and also reduce the productivity, aquatic life and other environmental. A number of commonly used chemicals have been found to be extremely damaging to the ozone layer. Halocarbons are the chemicals in which one or more carbon atoms are linked to one or more halo atoms or bromine, chlorine or iodine. In the environment, when chlorine and bromine atom come into contact with ozone, the stratosphere, they destroy ozone molecules. One chlorine atom can destroy over 1 lakh ozone molecule before it is removed from the stratosphere. Ozone can be destroyed more quickly than in natural created. The man-made chemicals that have provided most of the chlorine and bromine for ozone depletion are methyl bromide, methyl chloroform, carbon tetrachloride and family of chemicals known as halogens. Chlorofluorocarbon and hydrochlorofluorocarbon are the main factor which destroy the ozone layer in the atmosphere which is presented in the stratosphere of the earth altitude. What is the background of ozone conventions? In 1985, the world government at the global level adopted the Vienna Convention for the protection of ozone layer. First time Vienna Convention had adopted ozone protection ozone layer protection. They are working for ozone layer protection. After that, 2 years later, 1987, the Montreal Protocol was drafted, where the government, scientists and industry worked together to cut out 99% of all ozone depletion substance. The main motive of Montreal Protocol to cut the ozone layer depletion substance which reduce the ozone layer. The main motive of Montreal Protocol to cut the ozone layer substance which is released in the environment by human activity that are responsible for ozone depletion. Montreal Protocol Convention unite the world to cut out the gases, creating a hole in the planet's ozone layer, critical in shielding us against deadly UV radiation. Sign of Montreal Agreement in 1987 and come in force in 1989 boost effort to protect ozone layer. Montreal Protocol are revised in 9 times. Revision are taken place for the phase out of different type of ozone depletion substance from the environment. First time in 1990, London Amendment are revised of Montreal Protocol. After that, 1991, Nairobi, 1992, Copenhagen, 1993, Bangkok, 1995, Vienna Convention, 1997, Montreal Protocol, and 1998, Australia, 1999, Beijing, and 2016, this is a recent one, is known as Kigali Convention, which is work for the ozone layer protection. Implementation of Montreal Protocol progress well in developed and developing countries. Attend force in initial on the chemical and high ozone depletion potential include CFC and halons. The phase out schedule of HCFC, hydrogen chlorofluorocarbon, was more relaxed due to their lower ozone depletion potential and they have also been used as a transition substance for CFC. It means the main focus of Montreal Protocol is reduce the impact of ozone depletion potential substance include CFC and HFC. After that, the main function of Montreal Protocol replace the CFC gas by the HCFC, which is less harmful as compared to CFC gases. According to United Nations Environmental Programme, the ozone layer is recovering and expected to return to pre-1980 value by mid-century. All effort to the Montreal Protocol. Montreal Protocol are very effective for protecting ozone layer depletion, and they have put a lot of effort to protect the ozone layer and for reducing the harmful chemicals which are released from the human activity in the atmosphere for depleting the ozone layer. The parties to the Montreal Protocol on substance that deplete the ozone layer reached agreement at their 28th meeting of parties on 15th October 2016 in Kigali to phase out hydrofluorocarbon. Hydrofluorocarbon are less harmful as compared to chlorofluorocarbon and hydrochlorofluorocarbon, because hydrofluorocarbon cannot contain any type of chlorine and bromine. That's why hydrofluorocarbon are less harmful as compared to chlorofluorocarbon and hydrochlorofluorocarbon. Supporting the Montreal Protocol, the Kigali Amendment, which came into force in 2019, will work toward reducing hydrofluorocarbon and greenhouse gases that have climate warming potential and are damaging to the environment or ozone layer protection. Kigali Amendment has the main force to reducing the release of HCFs and production of SCF gases in the environment. The Ozone Treaty have a major role to play in this work. Kigali Amendment has now been ratified by 100 parties and fully implemented will prevent 0.4 degrees Celsius of global warming. They have potential to reduce the 0.4 degrees Celsius of global warming by the reducing the use of HCF gases in the environment. Importance of ozone layer. The ultraviolet radiation or UV radiation emitted by the sun have potential to cause skin cancer and cataracts. These harmful rays also cause significant damage not only to human but also to plant and marine lives. Hence, the ozone layer acts as a protecting shield against all the harmful radiation which is come from the sun. Basically, UV radiation is mainly divided into three types. One is UVA, UVB and UVC. UVA is the longest in wavelength. That's why they penetrate and reach on the Earth's surface. At the 95% of UVA radiation are reached on the Earth's surface. But UVB are middle in wavelength and protected by the ozone layer. UVB cannot penetrate on the Earth's surface because ozone layer is protected to penetrate UVB radiation on the Earth's surface. After that, UVC cannot filter through the atmosphere because it is very less or short wavelength. UVB is mostly protected by ozone layer, and UVB and C are very harmful to the humans and all the animals and for the all plants. That's why ozone layer is very important to protect by the UV radiation which is come from the sun. That's why we have to protect ozone layer by depletion and by destroying by the releasing of harmful chemical due to human activities on the environment. How we can protect the ozone layer? Way to protect ozone layer. One of the important way to protect ozone layer is to avoid using harmful gases like CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, halogenated hydrocarbons, methyl bromide, nitrous oxide in various processes. The second option is to minimize the use of personal vehicle like cars are release carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide and resort to public transport, thereby saving financial resources and the environment. Another way to save the ozone layer is to proper maintenance your air conditioner. If AC are not properly maintained, there are high chance that CFC gas is released into the atmosphere. We have to maintain our AC at time to time. People should also avoid using cosmetic, hairspray, room freshener as these products release chlorofluorocarbons. Several greenhouse gases are produced during the manufacturing of chemical fertilizers. Hence, we should avoid the using of fertilizer in agriculture and replace them with organic ones. Today, Union Minister Prakash Javadekar tweeted, Ozone Day is to create awareness related to climate change and ozone depletion with human effort role in the ozone layer has reduced. Look for ozone friendly HCFC free energy efficiency applicants to minimize the ozone layer impact or depletion. These are ways to protect our ozone layer. If you get anything from my video, so please subscribe, like and share my channel Guard Environment by Learning. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you everyone.